Welcome to Infinite Mind Potential, where we explore the hidden mechanics of the human mind to unlock your true destiny today. Have you ever felt like your life is suddenly spiraling out of control, where one bad day triggers a terrible month? We often believe that misfortune is a permanent state, a dark cloud that hovers over us without any hope of escape. However, the Japanese concept of Fuko no Sakan teaches us that misfortune is actually a slope, not a fixed state of being. It suggests that when you start slipping, gravity takes over, and without intervention, you will slide faster and faster every day. Let us examine the life of Daniel to understand how this dangerous mechanism works in our ordinary, everyday, modern lives perfectly. It does not start with a tragedy, but with a small decision to ignore the alarm and sleep 10 minutes more. This is the reverse Kaizen effect, where instead of improving by 1%, Daniel allows his life to worsen by 1%. Because he woke up late, he misses his usual bus, leaving him standing in the cold rain with growing internal frustration. Arriving late and damp creates a physiological state of stress, making it nearly impossible for him to focus on deep work. His irritation leads to a snappy remark to his boss, a small social error that damages his professional reputation instantly today. Feeling stressed, he seeks comfort in unhealthy food, which spikes his blood sugar and leads to an afternoon energy crash. The brain fog from poor food and stress causes a critical mistake in his work, which goes unnoticed for now, unfortunately. The drive home becomes a battleground where he projects his self-hatred onto other drivers, deepening his sense of isolation and anger. He brings this negative energy home, rejecting affection from his partner, which creates a crack in the foundation of his relationship. Instead of resting to recover, he stays up late seeking cheap dopamine, ensuring that tomorrow will start even worse than today. This cycle repeats for weeks, and the slope becomes steeper, transforming a bad morning into a bad life full of misery. This is the essence of Fuko no Sakan. Once momentum takes over, you are no longer walking, you are falling helplessly. He feels like the universe is conspiring against him, unaware that he is simply obeying the laws of physics and momentum. The mistake most people make is trying to jump from this deep valley straight to the peak of the mountain immediately. They try to change everything at once, but the downward momentum is too strong, and they inevitably crash and burn again. The solution is not elevation, but friction. You must first create enough resistance to stop the slide before you can climb. We call this the friction phase, where the only goal is to arrest your momentum and stabilize your chaotic daily existence. You do not need to be happy, productive, or successful yet. You just need to stop making things worse right now. Let us implement the 7-day reset protocol, a systematic approach to creating friction and reclaiming your lost control over life. Day 1 is about physiology. You must set a rigid sleep schedule to repair the biological damage caused by chronic stress. Without sleep, your prefrontal cortex cannot regulate emotions, making it impossible to resist the urge to slide further down the slope. Day 2 focuses on the micro-win. You simply wake up when you intended to, proving to yourself that you have control. Hydration immediately kickstarts your metabolism and brain function, a small act of self-care that signals a new direction for today. Day 3 is the confrontation. Identify one task you have been avoiding and complete it, no matter how small it is. This act breaks the paralysis of fear and releases a surge of dopamine, proving that the monster was not so big. Day 4 is environment. Your external world reflects your internal state, so cleaning your space clears the clutter from your mind. When you bring order to your physical surroundings, you reduce the friction of daily life and make good habits easier to maintain. Day 5 is articulation. Write down your anxieties and fears to objectify them, moving them from your mind onto the paper. Once your demons are named and written down, they lose their power over you, and you regain your mental bandwidth immediately. Day 6 is disconnection. Spend 1 hour without technology to reset your dopamine receptors and reconnect with the quiet, real world. This silence allows you to hear your own intuition again, which has been drowned out by the constant noise of digital distraction. Day 7 is contribution. Help someone else to break the cycle of self-obsession that usually accompanies deep sadness and misfortune. By focusing on others, you realize that you still have value to offer the world, regardless of your current personal struggles. At the end of these 7 days, you have not reached the summit, but you have successfully stopped the slide completely. You have created the necessary friction to regain traction, and now you are ready to pivot towards the upward direction. This introduces us to the counter-concept known as Ko no Sakan, or the slope of happiness and positive momentum. Just as misfortune compounds, happiness also follows the laws of momentum, where small wins accumulate to create massive, positive change. When you sleep well, you work better. When you work better, you receive praise. When praised, you feel confident and happy. This positive feedback loop creates an upward spiral, making it easier to maintain good habits than to return to bad ones. You begin to crave the feeling of discipline because you can clearly see the direct results of your efforts every day. Your relationships heal because you have the emotional capacity to be present, kind, and supportive to the people you love. This is the true power of the slope of happiness. It is not about luck, but about physics and consistent action. Looking back, you realize that the slide was not a punishment, but a signal that you had lost your friction. Life is never a flat plane. You are always on a slope, either moving slowly up or sliding quickly down. The effort required to start climbing is immense, but once you build momentum, the climb becomes natural and almost effortless. And once you are secure on the upward slope, you have the power to reach down and help others stop sliding. Your recovery becomes a beacon of hope, proving to everyone around you that it is possible to reverse the slide. Remember, no matter how far you have slid down, the laws of friction and momentum are always available to you. You can turn the hourglass over at any moment. You do not have to wait for a new year or month. The power to stop the chaos lies within your daily choices, in the small moments of discipline that nobody sees. Like a seed breaking through concrete, your potential is relentless if you give it the slightest chance to breathe and grow. Discipline, awareness, and action are the tools you need to build your own stairs on the slippery slope of life. When you respect yourself enough to stop the slide, the world will reflect that respect back to you in abundance. We are all fighting our own gravity, but those who master friction are the ones who eventually learn to fly. Use the resistance of life to build your strength, just as a bird uses the resistance of air to soar. Today can be the day you finally plant your feet firmly on the ground and declare that the slide ends here. It will be screeching, hot, and uncomfortable to pull the brakes, but it is the only way to save the train. Do not fear the discomfort of change. Fear the comfort of the slide that leads you quietly into a deep abyss. One small action is like lighting a candle. It may not reveal the whole room, but it conquers the immediate darkness. Prepare for your future self, as if you were taking care of a loved one, with tenderness, foresight, and strict discipline. Saying no to what drags you down is actually saying yes to the person you are striving so hard to become. You build your defense against misfortune one brick at a time, creating a fortress that no bad day can easily destroy. As you lay your head down to rest, you will feel the profound satisfaction of knowing you are the captain again. Your dreams will change from nightmares of falling to visions of climbing, reflecting the shift in your subconscious mind's trajectory. When you wake up before the alarm, you know that your body and mind are finally aligned with your higher purpose. Nature rewards consistency with growth, and your life operates on the exact same biological principles of nurturing and regular care. Your life can become a sanctuary of order in a chaotic world, a place where you recharge rather than deplete. Feed your mind with ideas that elevate you, for your thoughts are the fuel that powers your engine up the slope. Neuroplasticity ensures that the more you resist the slide, the stronger your brain becomes at maintaining your new, higher position. Competence creates confidence. As you master your own life, you naturally become a leader and a resource for others. Gratitude flows back to you when you operate from a place of abundance, further accelerating your journey up the positive slope. The rain may still fall, and bad luck may still happen, but you are now prepared and protected against the elements. Your attitude determines whether the rain ruins your day or simply washes the streets clean for your journey ahead. You must be willing to say goodbye to the person you used to be in order to inhabit the person you are becoming. Direction is more important than speed. As long as you are facing uphill, you are winning the battle against misfortune. Feel the solidity of the ground beneath your feet with every step of discipline, knowing you are building a foundation for life. The clouds of misfortune are temporary, but the sky of your potential is permanent and always waiting for you to return. Expand your perspective to see that one bad week is just a drop in the vast ocean of your entire lifetime. True hope is not a wish. It is a byproduct of action, a certainty that comes from knowing you are in control. Your struggle today will become your testimony tomorrow, a guide for others who are still trapped on the slope of misfortune. Be the lighthouse for yourself first, and then you can shine that light for the ships lost in the storm around you. Consistency is the compound interest of self-improvement. The results you see after a month will astound your skeptical mind. Root yourself deeply in good habits so that when the storms of life return, you will bend, but you will never break. You will eventually learn to love the rain, knowing that your inner state is no longer dependent on external weather conditions. Piece by piece, the puzzle of your life comes together, not by magic, but by your deliberate and focused daily placement. Embrace the burn of the climb, for it reminds you that you are alive and fighting for a better destiny. The view from the top of the slope of happiness is worth every drop of sweat and every moment of friction. Breathe in the freedom that comes from discipline, and breathe out the slavery of impulsive and chaotic living. Time is no longer your enemy racing against you. It becomes your ally, building your legacy with every passing second. Listen to your heart. It beats for life, for growth, and for the upward climb, never for the downward slide. The slope of misfortune only exists as long as you feed it with your passivity and your bad habits. Open the windows of your soul and let the light of discipline banish the shadows of your past mistakes forever. Close the chapter on your past self today and pick up the pen to write a new story of resilience. Walk into the world not as a victim of circumstance, but as a master of your own momentum and destiny. You are small in the universe, but your potential to change your own reality is infinite and powerful beyond measure. Remember the 3 steps. Stop the slide, create friction through discipline, and then climb high towards your happiness. This transformation is not just mental. It is written into your very DNA when you choose life over decay. I have stopped my slide. And now the question I leave with you is simply this. Will you stop yours? The slope is waiting for your decision, and gravity does not sleep. So you must wake up right now. Thank you for watching this journey into the mechanics of misfortune and the power of the human spirit to rise. If this video helped you find your footing, please like and subscribe to support our mission of mental empowerment. Share this video with a friend who might be sliding down their own slope, and be the friction they need. Stay tuned for our next exploration into the mind, where we will discuss the art of focus and deep work. Your mind is a landscape of infinite potential, and we are here to help you map every inch of it. Keep climbing, keep growing, and never let the gravity of life hold you down for longer than a moment. This is Infinite Mind Potential, signing off and wishing you a life of upward momentum and endless happiness.